In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NHL games happening on October 14, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. New York Rangers versus Winnipeg Jets. The New York Rangers will be trying to pick up their first road win of the season when they face the Winnipeg Jets on Friday night. The Rangers are coming off a 3-1 win over Tampa Bay. The Jets finished the 2021-2022 season with a 39-32-11 record, but it wasn't good enough to make the playoffs. New York is 7-2-1 in its last 10 games against Winnipeg. New York is 1-6 in their last 7 road games and 5-2 in their last 7 Friday games, while the under is 6-1 in their last 7 games overall. Winnipeg is 7-21 in their last 28 games against the Metropolitan Division and 2-9 in their last 11 Friday games, while the over is 10-1-2 in their last 13 Friday games. The Winnipeg Jets should have the edge here given their collection of offensive ability and the fact they're catching the Rangers on the end of a back-to-back. However, the New York Rangers have had a couple of games under their belt to get in a rhythm, while the Jets have yet to play 1 game. That counts for something. I get the reasoning for backing the Jets at home, but the Rangers have had little trouble in these compacted schedule spots going back some time now, and I believe Winnipeg might have a bit of a slow start to this one. New York is establishing themselves as one of the NHL's best early on, and I wasn't overly enthused with what I saw from Winnipeg closing out last year. The Rangers give themselves chances to win every time they take the ice, and they're on fire offensively right now. Also, the Rangers are a quality team that you want to make a habit of backing in the underdog role, so the New York Rangers money line is our full game side pick. The Rangers averaged 3.04 goals per game last season and 2.95 goals per game on the road. They averaged 3.67 goals per game in their last 3 games against the Jets. They scored 3 goals in their first game, and they're facing a defense that gave up 3.06 goals per game last season, so expect them to hit their average in this game. The Jets averaged 3.01 goals per game and 3.4 goals per game at home. They averaged 0.67 goals per game in their last 3 games against the Rangers. The Rangers and Jets both do not have a top offense in the league. The Rangers ranked 17th in goals per game and 28th in shots per game last season. The Jets' offense was average last year. They ranked 16th in goals per game. The under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two teams in Winnipeg. The Jets and Rangers played under the total in their last 3 meetings, with New York giving up 2.7 goals per game on the road last season and 1 goal in their opener. The Jets won't score enough goals to push the score past the total. This will be a lower scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Carolina Hurricanes versus San Jose Sharks. The Carolina Hurricanes start a 5-game road trip on the West Coast Friday, October 14th, with the non-conference clash against the San Jose Sharks. The Canes head to Sapp Center at San Jose as firm -193 moneyline favorites, while the totals opened at 6 goals. Last season, Carolina and San Jose split their 2-game series, and each team emerged victorious at home. The Hurricanes beat the Sharks 2-1 as -280 favorites, but lost 2-1 in overtime as -160 favorites in California. The Hurricanes are 0-6 in their last 6 road games and 7-3 in their last 10 Friday games. The Sharks are 2-6 in their last 8 home games and 15-37 in their last 52 overall. The under is 7-2 in Hurricanes' last 9 overall. The under is 6-1 in Sharks' last 7 home games. The Hurricanes are 0-6 in the last 6 meetings in San Jose. The favorite is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings. The San Jose Sharks should be better off on their home ice and not in another country, but there's no doubt they looked rough in 2 games and their defensive effort needs to be better. The Carolina Hurricanes look like they didn't miss a beat from a year ago, and they're one of those teams that usually wins the games they're supposed to win. This is one of those games. The Carolina Hurricanes will play their first road game of the season when they play the San Jose Sharks on Friday night. The Hurricanes, after a slow start, ended up beating the Blue Jackets in their home opener 4-1 on Wednesday. As for the Sharks, this will be their first game in North America as they played a 2-game series against the Predators in Prague, Czech Republic last weekend, losing both games. The Hurricanes are projected to start Frederik Andersen between the pipes. Andersen looked healthy on Wednesday after missing the postseason due to injury and picked up right where he left off last year. He stopped 31 of 32 shots and has the best goals saved above average this year, after finishing last year ranked second in that same category. This will also be a homecoming for All-Star Brent Burns, who was traded from the Sharks to the Hurricanes in the offseason. The Sharks will counter with James Reimer in net, who last year was a top 20 goalie in goals saved above expected. Outside of a few other players, Reimer may be a lone bright spot this season, as he already ranks 6th in goals saved above expected, while the rest of the team is already in the bottom half in expected goals and expected goals allowed. The Hurricanes shouldn't have any problems outlasting the Sharks, but the moneyline odds are not attractive. Carolina just outplayed the Blue Jackets, whose offense looked pretty good, but Frederik Andersen had a great night in the crease. On the other side, San Jose didn't play well in that duel against Nashville, and the Sharks showed plenty of flaws in their game, especially on the defensive end. Carolina took a thumping 43 shots in its season opener, and I highly doubt San Jose's chances to slow down the Canes' front line. The Sharks will also have to deal with one of the best blue lines in hockey, and things will get really tricky if Frederik Andersen continues to dominate. Interestingly, the Canes are winless in 6 straight visits to San Jose, but the Sharks have only won 8 of their previous 24 showings on the home ice. Lean on the Hurricanes on Friday, as the Sharks just don't have the talent or depth to keep up with the Hurricanes, who are serious contenders for the Stanley Cup. So the Carolina Hurricanes to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. I'm a bit surprised by a 6-goal line. The Hurricanes are a top-notch defensive team, and the Sharks' offense will have a mountain to climb. Of course, the Canes have a lot of dangerous offensive weapons, too, and could easily score 4 or 5 on their own. But I'm looking for the Sharks to take a cautious approach against one of the best teams in the league. The total has gone under in 7 of Carolina's last 9 games overall. Also, 9 of the Canes' last 13 encounters with the Pacific Division have gone under the total. On the other side, the under is 6-3 in the Sharks' last 9 tilts at any location and 4-1 in their previous 5 showings at home. The Sharks' offense currently ranks 13th out of 18 qualifying teams in expected goals and has only scored 3 goals in 2 games. Last season, they finished 27th in expected goals and 30th in goals scored, as well as traded away Burns, who ranked 12th amongst defensemen in points last year. Those numbers don't show confidence they can score numerous goals on a top 5 goalie in Andersen, who is playing on a team that finished first in goals allowed last season. The Hurricanes have the talent to score at will, as you saw on Wednesday. However, Reimer has shown he can slow his former team down. In the 2 games Reimer played against Hurricanes last season, he only allowed 3 goals. Look for a lower scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.